Thank you, Nancy, and thank all of you for being here. You know, we've gathered in Baltimore in front of the Social Security Administration. We've gathered on the Senate floor. We've gathered in communities all over the country, and now we're gathered here today to say, keep your hands off of our Social Security. And that does mean, and if you want to do that, you have to vote a big no on Frank Bisignano. So what we've witnessed, of course, is the most corrupt bargain in American history, right? Elon Musk contributed $260 million to help elect Donald Trump, and Donald Trump turned around and gave Elon Musk the keys to the federal government. This had nothing to do with government efficiency. This had to do with cutting services that are important to every American in order to rig the government for people like Elon Musk and the billionaires. And in addition to that, they do say that they want to use the savings. They want to use the savings from closing Social Security offices. They want to use the savings from reducing services to Social Security. They want to use that to finance tax cuts for billionaires. Are we going to let them do that? No. Hell no. I want to thank Ron Wyden, who's doing a great job on the Finance Committee, to Nancy Altman of Social Security Works, and all of you who are part of this gathering, and to Martin O'Malley, my friend who was the most recent head of Social Security Commissioner, and who always makes clear that Social Security has never missed a check. The earned benefits that people have worked their lives for, they deliver. So when people like Howard Lutnick say, you know what? My mother, as others said, wouldn't miss this, and only the people who are committing fraud would miss this? This guy obviously hasn't talked to people throughout the country, because everybody recognizes that Social Security payment, for some, it's the difference between being in poverty and not, and for others, it's a substantial part of what it takes to carry on a decent standard of living. So what we see in Frank Bisignano is somebody who is a Doge crony, right? Because this is somebody who essentially said he's one of those Doge groupies. He likes what Elon Musk is doing. In fact, he was very instrumental in making sure that Michael Russo, who was like the Doge hitman at Social Security, got that portfolio. And as we speak, as you know, while they've been trying to also access very sensitive, important, personal, confidential information for Doge, and the courts have said, no, you can't get access to it, but I think it was just last Friday, they appealed it to the court, the higher court. So what we're facing right now is an effort to raid important information that belongs to the American people as individuals for Doge, and what we're witnessing is their effort to shut down these offices, get rid of people, turn off the phones. I want to end with this. Because of the voices of so many Americans, they've had to back off some of those measures. But we need to say loud and clear that we will not rest until we make sure that Social Security is not only safe, but as John Larson said, we need to strengthen Social Security. Thank all of you for being here as part of that effort.